Hey everybody, it's Patrick, your friendly neighborhood shaman. Yeah, I wanted to come on. I was feeling compelled. I came down to the river over here where I come down to do pipe ceremony. I sit right here by the river, listening to the birds, watching the eagles, etc. And so this was the first place to come. I was going to come down. I was going to do pipe ceremony for myself, to try to gather myself, center myself, regain my power, etc. But I am so scattered and not myself that I forgot my pipe at home. I grabbed my drum, but I forgot my pipe. And on top of that, I forgot my eggnog chai that is getting cold in my car. But I have no big pontifications or no big platitudes or anything like that. I'm just going for a walk. Since I can't do pipe ceremony, I'm going to walk along the river, and I just thought I would bring you with me. Just walk and look at Mother Earth, so vibrant, the beautiful sun. If you can get outside, get some vitamin D, and take care of yourself. I was realizing I could come on and be the cheerleader. Come on, we can do this. We're gonna do this. Blah blah blah. Whatever. But everything has cycles. The earth has her cycles. We have our cycles, and on that cycle to throw in a lot of false optimism, and to smile, to fake it till you make it, right? Right now is a time for grieving. I've already shed some tears earlier. I can feel a ton more welling up. And I have nothing to say. I just thought, hey, I'm going to take you for a walk in the woods. And one thing that I learned back in the 90s and the 2000s, I went through over a decade of extreme panic attacks and anxiety. Looking back, I'm still surprised I survived it. But one of the things that I did learn, and I just forgot it. my brain's a little mushy right now. I guess above everything else, I wanted you to know that you're not alone. I don't have the answers. I don't know what comes next. But in that manner, nothing's changed. We are still in this together. Oh, a tree fell. Did it fall, or did the... I'm not sure if it... Oh, it did fall. Sorry. Squirrel! Oh, I know what I was going to say. Sorry, this is going to be even more rambling than normal. And I'm not paying attention to the comments. You can comment if you want or say hi or whatever, but I'm not really focusing on the comments. But one thing I learned through my experience with anxiety and panic attacks is that one of the most important things you can do is expand. when I learn something new, like start learning a language, even if it's just a couple of words, read a new book, read something new, read something different, watch videos about dinosaurs, or whatever, you're interested in. Because when this kind of thing happens, we are in a global tower moment right now. Everything is dismal and seems like doomsday. And, I'm not going to be, I believe this, but I'm not going to be like, every ending is a new beginning, because right now, that's the butterfly view, right? The caterpillar still has to go into the cocoon, into the darkness, into the cold, with faith, in faith that he will come out the other side, going from a creature whose world is like, 2 square feet, 3 square feet or something like that, to this creature who can circumnavigate the globe. And I hold that vision. I know, I trust, I believe that is coming. But as I said, to all things, there is a cycle. Right now is the point in the cycle to grieve, to self-nurture, to nurture each other. Don't let the haters steal from you your ability to love. That's the most important thing we have. And the more you expand, the more you learn, the more you try different things, the bigger your brain gets, the more expansive your view gets, and the higher frequency your vibration gets. Our tendency is when we're hit or when we're afraid, we contract, right? We contract, we get smaller, which is fine in the caterpillar. And I'm not saying that you don't need to, that you shouldn't defend yourself, you shouldn't take care of yourself. But it's like moving from Newtonian physics to quantum physics. And, the whole world's on the brink of expanding into new vibrations, etc. I'm not going to go into that either. But I just know that when my world gets too small, when I start to contract, when I start to pull in to protect myself, my world gets really small, really oppressive. It's time to go for a walk in the woods. And why I'm bringing this up is that where I was talking about where that tree fell back there, that was as far on this path as I have ever walked. And so I came down here to do pipe ceremony, and connect to spirit, collect my thoughts. And then I forgot my pipe. So, okay, let's explore, let's adventure, let's see what else is out there. Because when you come from love, and this is the big leap from mind to heart. But when that's a cool shaman tree. Squirrel! That's a shaman tree. Very cool. And I don't mean, it's like, the last thing I wanted to do was fill up your day with more words and more concepts and that, but I am talking about expanding, so maybe that's okay. But I just wanted to, as I'm exploring, as I'm expanding my horizons, maybe seeing more wildlife than I have before over here, and maybe finding new spots to do pipe ceremony and stuff. I thought I would bring you along, help to ease you into exploring, seeing parts of the world you have never seen, and kind of let Mother Nature help to soothe you. You know, I wish I had more. I'm always said I wish I had a magic wand. I could just shake it and everything would be fine. I don't know what the future holds. I do know this isn't the end, but I'm not ready to go there yet. I normally go into work today to do readings and healing and stuff, and part of me was like, oh my God, I gotta go and help other people. I need to go in and maybe people need my help and all that. And then I realized I'm not okay. Hello, Heron. I don't know if you heard that. Heron has been a constant companion. I know I lost my train of thought. Oh, but I realized, like, I'm always telling other people. And that's so funny, because that's exactly what Heron medicine is. Align first and then act. Because when you align with spirit first, then you move from the heart. And everything that you do is that exponentially more powerful, because you're moving from the heart, which is what connects you to all living beings, all humanity, all of the world. And that's the thing to remember too, is that just because someone else is in power does not negate the reality or the truth that we are all connected, that we are all relations, that love is more powerful than fear. And that's all hate is. Hate is fear to do what I'm doing, expanding. Oh, cool. That was perfect timing. There's a little brook with a little wooden bridge going across. Let's see, what's the best way down? If you were here, I would challenge you to a game of poo sticks. And before you say, ew, I'm talking Winnie the Pooh. Where you drop, everybody has a stick. They drop it on the upstream side of the river, and then whoever stick comes out first is the winner. So this is what I'm doing today. I'm letting my inner child, my inner puppy, come out to play. Granted, it's not an exuberant play, although kind of. I mean, you saw my reaction to seeing this little bridge. Here, let me show you. We just walked across that little bridge. Isn't that cool? See, and I didn't know this was here. And even from a physical standpoint, every time you learn something, you put new wrinkles in your brain. And brains with the most wrinkles in them tend to live the longest. And so expand. Take care of yourself, right? Don't throw yourself into the fire. Don't throw yourself into battle. You know, take care of yourself, nurture yourself. But in whatever ways you can, expand. You know, and this is the biggest hurdle on the spiritual path. I think. And it's that gap I was just talking about, the gap between Newtonian physics and quantum physics, the gap between mind and heart. And, you know, if you can expand, even if you don't, when we can't see a way forward, we think there's no way forward. Because we get stuck in the idea that we have to do something, that it's up to us to save the world, to change things, to figure out what needs to happen. Again, align first. Pray, connect with your guides, connect with your spirits, connect with your ancestors. Connect, and then listen to your heart. Your heart will tell you what to do, where to go. And because your heart is what connects you to the divine, to Goddess, God, Creator, and it also connects you to every living being. If your heart tells you to do something or to go in a certain direction, it's already done the calculations. It knows. It takes everybody, it takes the well-being of all beings into consideration before it tells you which way to go. Because that hasn't changed either. When we all get better, or when we all do better, we all do better. And so, just know that you are not alone. I am going through my own grief, my own tears, my own shock and disbelief. I'm human, and I also still undyingly believe in love. And that leap from the mind to the heart, that's the leap from logic to love. I was going to say something else, but it just fell out of my brain. I hope I'm not talking too much either. I hope that you're enjoying the view as I'm exploring this beautiful little wood near my home, expanding my territory. But so know that you are not alone. I am here. I am your friendly neighborhood shaman. My world, my purpose is dedicated to helping others find their way. And sometimes I worry that people have a hard time hearing what I have to say because it's kind of, nebulous and... Okay, give me a second. It's slippery. And people want, physical answers. They want to know what to do. But your heart knows what to do, even if it makes no sense. And for me, that's what's been happening to me pretty much since last winter solstice. Things keep falling apart. Things keep leaving my life. And it's like a snake shedding its skin. Those things would not be changing. Those things would not be leaving if there weren't already a full new skin, a full new body underneath it, pushing it off. So, feel your grief, cry if you need to. Know I'm giving you a collective hug. And if there's anything I can do, readings or healings, I don't know yet. It occurred to me today that I'm going to give things a little bit to settle, and then I think I'm going to start offering some discounted soul retrievals, because there's so many people traumatized right now. Oh, hello. So, but I didn't go into work today to do readings because I needed this. I needed this. I needed to align myself. I needed to connect to my soul, my spirit, my higher self, my divinity, before I can truly help anyone else. But I will be doing my weekly sacred pipe ceremony tonight, as usual, every Wednesday night at 7 o'clock. So join me. I don't know yet what it's gonna be. I've got, my guides have been giving me some inklings for what might happen. We might do a healing meditation type thing. I won't know till I get there. I just work here. So, ooh. My inner puppy just started wagging its tail. Whenever I see something like this, it's like, I want to go in there. I want to explore, but there's actually water there, so I'm not going to. But anyway. So I know I'm feeling a wee bit better. Don't lose hope. Know that the storm may shroud the sun, but the clouds can't even come close to dousing her. That love is still in action. Love is still the only, most powerful force in the universe. And I'm not going to say it will prevail, it will win, because that denotes there being opponents. And that's what I was saying earlier. You move from the mind to the heart, there's no duality. There's no separation. Every person is a reflection of me, of you, that we really are all family. So it's not about fighting each other, seeing who's right, who's wrong. It's about loving each other and educating each other and talking and finding out what the common ground is, because we have more in common than we do differences. And everybody wants the same thing. Everyone wants to be loved. Everyone wants to be seen. Everyone wants to be accepted. It's just whether you're going at it from the place of love or fear. So, anyway, I don't know how long this video is going. I am gonna rest for a minute. There's a nice little rocky beach here. I might sit down and call my dad in, just throw rocks in the water with my dad for a little bit. But, oh, this is so beautiful here. Know that no matter how much hatred, how much fear, how much conflict there is in the world, there's more love than anything else. Oh, Lily, I just saw your comment. Fey trap. I know, that's what I was thinking that too. It's like, don't eat the food. For those that don't know that, one of the things, if you're ever trapped by a fairy, if you're ever taken to the fairy realm, don't eat the food because it'll trap you there. You won't be able to come back. Anyway, so take a breath, recenter, put the world on hold for a little bit, cry, wail, rage, whatever you need to do. And once that initial storm clears, then we'll act. We'll see what's the next step. How do we move forward? A friend of mine once said, after some catastrophe, I don't remember what it was, but the question is, how do we move forward from this point in love? Don't give up on love. Don't let others steal your faith in humanity, your faith in the world, your faith in love. Because if you do, you're joining those ranks. You can't fight fear. When you fight fear, you add to it. So allow yourself to feel what you're feeling. Allow yourself to feel the pain, the anguish, the fear. And I tell you, 99.9% of my friends are women. So I am very afraid for their well-being. Not to mention, I wore my Wonder Woman t-shirt today to be in solidarity. It's like, just because this happened doesn't mean we failed. Just because this happened doesn't mean that the divine feminine is not coming, is not rising. This is actually, if you go back to my snake skin analogy, the reason this is coming to the surface, this is the old skin, this is the old ways, this is the patriarchy in its last gasp, because it's the divine feminine underneath it rising that is pushing it to the surface. And I mean, I'm optimistic. I hope it happens soon. But, you know, like there's a movie, Ryan Reynolds and Mark Ruffalo and Jennifer Garner are in on Netflix, and Mark Ruffalo is this physicist teacher, and he said something about how as a physicist, as a scientist, you hope you make a great big discovery, you hope you change the world, but chances are your work will be just the basis on what future generations base their discoveries on. It's like generations handing off the baton. And so we keep expressing love in whatever way we can. We still are kind to everyone. Everyone. Not just those who believe like we believe. That doesn't mean you have to be friends. It doesn't mean you even have to like them. But the same divinity that's inside of me and that's inside of you is inside of every person. So it's inevitable that the world will heal. Again, timetables, I don't know. And all we can do is continue to move forward toward that goal, right? Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell below us. Above us only sky. Imagine all the people living for today. You may say that I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will live as one. Don't give up on the dreams. Things are dark. Things are overwhelming right now. And there's no way forward. Rest. Grieve. Cry. Do ceremony. Whatever helps you to hold that spark and know that there is light on the other side of the storm. Okay. Well, I probably talked your ears off enough. So thanks for listening. Thanks for taking this little walk through the woods with me. Again, I will be doing my weekly sacred pipe ceremony tonight at 7 o'clock right here on my Facebook page, Perching Wolf Studios page. And in the upcoming days, if you need someone to talk to, if you need a reading, if you need a healing, let me know. I still have to make a living, but we have to help each other out, right? So, perchingwolfstudios.net. You can find me there. Learn more about me, so what I have to offer. It really is. So, my phone just tried to quit on me, so I guess that's the sign that it's time to go. Thank you for being here on the planet with me at this time. I know it's scary, I know it's intense, but we did come here for a reason. And the fact that we don't fit in is proof that we came here to change the world. Like, one of my spirit guides is Mr. Rogers. And he told me one time, your spiritual pedometer does not have a reverse. Every step is a step forward. So, trust. I know that's a hard ask right now. As best you can, try to trust. And do what you need to do to grieve, to get through the day. Have ice cream for dinner, whatever. Take care of yourself. And I'm right here. I love you. I see you. And I honor you. Have as good a day as possible. Get outside. If it's sunny where you are, get a little vitamin D. Connect to Mother Earth, ground. And I will see you soon. All right. I love you. Go shining. All right. Bye.